everybody, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm actually super excited because I get to show you guys around what I've built on my new survival multiplayer server. It's not actually mine, but I get to play on it and I'm super grateful and excited, and I'm really excited to show you guys what I've been doing. So let's take a little tour, and then anybody who's been watching my channel for, the last month that it's been alive may also notice that I have updated my skin. I wanted a more autumn themed hobbit outfit. So it's got some longer sleeves and it's got my scarf. Do you like it? I hope so. I like it. Alright, let's go. First stop is my house. I have to back up a little bit. Hold on. Made it too big. So this is my house. I am super proud of it. It's not quite complete, but it's about as close as you're going to get. So you come up and it has been spookified for Halloween. I'm super excited about Halloween. You'll never guess what I'm going as. It's a hobbit. I'm going as a hobbit. So you come up to the front door, got my house name here, as well as some jack-o'-lanterns and cobwebs. Got my little mailbox here with a flag to let me know if somebody's left something. And over here we have some decorations. So the server that I'm playing on does have a couple mods installed, which I love personally. It's not a plain vanilla server. It has some mods, and one of them is the custom armor stands mod. I think it's a Hermitcraft data pack, but I could be a little bit wrong on that. Either way, it has this, and this is amazing for so many reasons, and I am just starting to figure it out. But here is one out of a couple of my Halloween decorations. A wandering trader wandered in just a little bit too close, and I think the llamas did this. I really do. I blame the llamas. It's their fault. Behind him we have a pumpkin patch, which was what I was going for festively before I figured out how to use the armor stands, and then Halloween chaos really just broke out, honestly. Over here I have an ender dragon head, and before you ask, no, I did not beat the ender dragon. Not yet, but somebody else on this server did. And they were kind enough to sell me a dragon head so that I could have even more Halloween decorations, because the more, the merrier, as we all know. Over here, I did take this idea a little bit from MythicalSausage, who is a great YouTuber. If you haven't seen him, definitely check him out. Him and fWhip, another YouTuber, went and spookified their source block spawn town. And it looked really cool, and they had a couple people coming out of the graves, and since I figured that I had, custom armor stands, this was absolutely a worthwhile endeavor. So we got some smoke, we got some magma blocks, looks like he's coming straight out of hell. Very creepy, I love it. And then a little less Halloween, but it's still festive. We have a little scarecrow over here, and I was trying to cross his legs, got a stand, a little crossed stand of some sort that holds him up, but it kind of just looks like he's got to do the potty dance. So that is my main base of operations. Before we go in, let's take a look around here. I'm not going to show you around everybody else's base just because I don't have permission from everybody else on the server, so I want to wait and make sure that it's okay by them. So this is the side of the building. I'm really proud because it's no longer buried in dirt. I had to excavate that. And then this is the back half. I have a little balcony, which we'll go up and see in a second, and it is just covered with greenery, which is fine by me. I think everything needs a little bit more greenery, to be honest. And this is also where I have my cocoa farm. I figured it was just a nice place to tuck it for now. All right, so let's take a look over here. There's the farm. Here are my animals. We have a couple cows. We used to have more, but pillagers keep spawning in here, and then it's carnage. So that's tragic. This is my horse, Rooftop Jr. If you want to know how he got that name, leave a comment down below and I will tell you to the best of my ability in the next episode. Let's see, let's take a look at the inside of my house and then we'll take a look at some of the other things I've done. Alright, so when you walk in, this is my house. It's tiny and cozy, and I definitely did not install enough storage space, so that's quickly becoming a problem. But let's take a look at the rest of the house, shall we? I've hung up some Halloween-themed curtain type deal. We have another Wandering Trader head, which I would really like to say came up after the Halloween decorations started, but since this server has extra head drops turned on, you know. So this is my house. There's the kitchen area. I have a little coal barrel just to make my life easier so I don't have to go all the way upstairs to get it. I have some cabinets up here with finished food, basic ingredients like bowls, bone meal, some seeds, and then the raw ingredients. Got some more spooky cobwebs, and then this is our garbage chest. So I would just like to say that this is easily the most redstone I have ever done on a server before. I have not one, not two, but three, yes, 3 whole redstone devices. And honestly, I am super impressed with myself. I will link the tutorials that I followed below, except for the spider farm, which I didn't follow a tutorial on, but I will link the video that I kind of copied. It's hard to explain. You'll see. So this is my enchanted book station. We have a little map of our server. If you come up, you can see that's my house right there. I kind of have claimed this little plot of land. Our map is divided up like Hermitcraft, so I'll put a picture of it on screen so that you can see. And I am right here at the edge of the fantasy district. So I'm actually really excited because I want to do some aquatic building and some fantasy building, and yeah, I just want to get this settled so it doesn't look so incomplete first. Coming up the stairs, that is the worst placed cobweb, but I refuse to take it down until after Halloween. I made a mistake and I'm committing to it, so there it is. And this is the bedroom, so super small. So I keep all my valuable treasures over here, the gold and the diamonds, and when I have emeralds, they're over here. And then this is my current storage disaster. Frankly, it's a problem and I need to fix it. This is a little potion brewing area. I have all my potions in there, potion stand there, more potion ingredients up here, and I know that some of these aren't potion ingredients, but I didn't have a chest specifically for miscellaneous, potentially magical items, so they go in there with those. Just a loom because I am super excited. I really want to make a bunch of banners, make this place pretty. So that's there. There's a crafting table just so I don't have to go downstairs every time I need to craft something, and a little nether wart farm. Out here, we have my balcony, which I think is super pretty. We have a view of the trees. It's nice and secluded and quiet. It's got some flowers. And this is also where my jumping off point for my elytra is. That way I can jump and get a good flight in, since I've had some issues in the past with getting going. So I built this exclusively so that I would have a spot to jump off of without having to like build a scaffolding tower. I thought this would look much nicer, and I was right. So if we head out, down here is where I have plans. Oh, hello, skeleton. Nope. So this area has a bit of a mob problem. Oh my gosh, a tiny mob problem. Just like you'd never even notice it if you didn't live here, but unfortunately I live here. So, so originally I had my AFK fish farm down in my mines, and then I was told by some of our awesome mods and other players that in order for a fish farm to function well, it needs to have access to sunlight, and then somebody mentioned that it could be just directly under a slab. So I built it outdoors first. Like, without the trapdoors, it just looked like that. It was just that sitting on my beach, and that was way too ugly. I could not let that stand. So I built this little fishing hut around it. I kind of wanted to give it the idea that it was a little rundown. And so we have stairs along the outside, and so it looks like there's some missing planks. We have some barrels along the back, and I have plans to attach a dock, just kind of like a rickety old dock, since there's a really nice dock over that way. That, if you're wondering, is Zaptor's house. He is the owner of the server and an incredible builder. And then way off in the distance there, that is Super Sheepforce. He is another one of the original players. And this server, I think, was about a month old when I joined, so they've had a little bit more time to get their stuff together, but I'm really excited to build with them, and they have been awesome, so shout out to them both. So, I will show you their stuff another time. I just want to get permission first because A, both of them have incredible bases, and B, Super Sheepforce, the one over there, has some incredible Halloween decorations that are putting mine to shame. So, definitely want to show you his stuff. And then we have our other neighbor just right over there. But last thing to show you that I have built is my mine. So, this is not super medieval. I'm in Medieval Town. I know this is not super medieval, but when I built it, I didn't have a lot of resources, and I just kind of haven't revisited it. So, yeah, I do plan on keeping the elevators just because I am impatient, and if I get rid of them, I will never ever go down in the mine again. So obviously up and down. So this is my mine. I have a strip mine down here, and then I got a beacon. I bought a beacon from one of the mods and kind of destroyed this entire section. So I moved the beacon pretty far away so that I wouldn't have to worry about creating a giant hole under everybody's base. And then I may or may not continue this strip mine. We'll see. But yeah, this is the detailing. The smelting area. This is useful stuff to have down in a mine, especially the stone cutter, because I like my mines to look super pretty. If it's just a hole in the ground, I don't want to come down. I have all of this boarded up since I take out the torches when I'm done with the strip mine. That way monsters can spawn in there, and hopefully less will spawn up there. Don't think that's actually been working lately. I think we've had just as many monsters spawning up as down here. But, you know, I'm optimistic. We do also, on this server, have mob grief turned off. So when creepers explode, the only thing it does is cause you damage instead of all your beautiful building stuff, since this is first and foremost a building server. So this server has a lot of stuff aimed towards builders, which I really like, but it also gives you the fun experience of being a survival server. So you still have to grind for your resources, and you know, you still have goals and challenges, and it's not just all right there, but it's a very low-key survival. So I like that. All right, and then the last thing is my community string farm. So while I was going a little crazy with the beacon and the instant mining over here, I discovered a cave spider spawner, and after having recently watched fWhip's source block video where he also finds a cave spider spawner and makes a string farm, I decided to give it a shot. And this was the first redstone device that I've ever built without a step-by-step tutorial, so I'm actually really proud of myself for getting it working. So instead of just destroying it or making an XP farm, since the server already has an XP farm, like a really good one, I decided to turn it into a string farm. And no, it is not the most effective. You have to be standing in this area or it will not work. But honestly, if you just AFK for a little bit, 1 hour equals about 6 stacks of string. And honestly, I didn't know what else to do with this. I have this here so you can watch them die. You just have to make sure you close it before they get too close, because they are tiny and they absolutely can fit through there. I found that out the hard way. It sucks. So you come back out here. This is all really well lit up. So, but yeah, you can sort of see how I Yeah. And I went crazy. Instant mining is addictive. I didn't know it was a thing, but it's addictive. And it looks like it's nighttime. So, just kind of give you a quick glimpse of my creepy little decorations at night. And I am gonna go sleep since I still have to do that. Or I don't. Never mind. So before I say goodbye, I did just kind of want to go over what my plans are in the future for this server and this little area, since I have a couple of them, and I think it'd be really fun to let you guys know what I'm going to be doing going forward. This little shack, I kind of want to build a little house to go with it because it kind of looks out of place and weird, and I had an idea that it would be super fun since I have the worst storage crisis. The worst. So instead of just building a cellar, which I am going to do, I'm also going to build a couple little towns, like around here, like over there maybe, or not towns. I'm going to build a couple little houses / like shopfront type things over here and like over here, just in this whole little plot for things that I don't use super often. It would be nice to have a place to store my fish since I use it as a food source, but I don't use it a ton, I guess. So I think a little fisherman's house, like right there maybe, and then a dock going out, I think would be really lovely. And then I also rarely use my saddles, and so I want to build a tiny stable for Rooftop Junior here and any of his friends that I can conjure up. I have so many saddles. Look at this. This is ridiculous. This is what happens when you have an AFK fishing farm. Alright, I think that is going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means everything to me. I hope you had a good time looking around my little survival base. I had a really fun time showing it to you, and if you would like to see more videos in this world, definitely leave a like or a comment down below. And if, you want to see more videos from me, I wouldn't object to a subscribe as well. Alright, until I see you guys next time, have a great day. Bye!